Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Very well, okay, very quickly finish up the labeling of this place and then we'll go and start building the smelting setup for the miners. Or at least one of them. There, and on the top of this one I think I will put a big label so we can read it very easily, although the colors should be a bit of a telltale sign, but still. Anyways, let's start picking stuff up around here, and I think we are good to go. I will worry about the cabling in a bit, but first. When I was testing stuff out for the miner smelting setup, I did notice something very important. Unfortunately, we don't really have enough power being generated there, so we need to go and fix that quite fast actually. So let me see, we will need some extra piping and that should be enough. We will need one cowl, exactly. Give me that, and then we will need 3 more pipes. So regular piping, 3 more will do. 1, 2, 3. Although half grams, okay, fine. 4. That will do. And what else? Obviously a Stirling engine. We need 1 tank, so I will quickly split one off. Split one. You can go back. That's fine. You and you come with us. Okay, I didn't notice the piles that we already have, but it's fine. We will need the plastic sheets and... right, we need 1 powered vent. I think the reason is that we have to build another Stirling setup is because the... where is it? There you are. The powered vent is a little bit too power hungry. I didn't pay attention. What was that? Steel and... Electrum Invar, okay. Electrum there, and Invar and steel. Steel and Invar. So, as I was trying to say, I think the powered vent is eating too much energy. If it wasn't for that, I think the setup would be just fine. But with the powered vent, it is just barely too power hungry, so we have to install 1 more Stirling engine, unfortunately. Also, I suppose you can go there. You can make a bit of extra room there. We don't need to have this one. This one can go in there. Need this. Oh, right. We need 1, or no, wait, sorry, 2 power. Whatchamacallit? Electronic parts. From here, I think we have everything. Yes, I think so. Okay. Stirling engine, I believe, is the electric sprinter. So Stirling engine, gold, copper, steel. So gold, copper, and the steel. Okay, we are below 300. We might want to go out and mine fairly soon. Anyways, give me 1 of these, and I think that's it. Apart from the other stuff, we need a lot of cabling. The small cables should be fine, but we need a bunch of heavy cables as well. After this one, heavy cabling. This guy give us, I don't know, 1 full stack, sure. Wait. Did you... No, you didn't finish the... Stirling engine, give me 1, and then you can switch over to the cables. There. This way it will only print out 1 Stirling engine, and then we can enable the cables. Fine, now. Oh, and the electric parts. Do we have... We need iron as well. In fact, while this is printing, we might as well put everything in there so we can take stock of what we need to make and what we need to mine some more of. That's not going to be copper, obviously, but we might as well take stock. So there and there. And you can get started on the cabling. 50 please, thank you. Okay, definitely need to go out for some iron. Maybe some steel. Other than that, we are going to be okay, I think. Yeah, so a lot of iron and maybe some steel. Other than that, it's fine. Okay, give me the cable that you have already. By the way, we have half grams, so it's fine. If you waste half gram, I will not like it, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Alright, so give me some more frames so we can put these on something, and I suppose we might as well just go for it. This suit is fine, yes, we can go. And here we are, and yeah, look at that. Oh, and we have a storm incoming. So look at the battery, it's only 2 pips. It should be a lot more healthier than this, so let's install one more Stirling engine. Thankfully, the code should be device neutral, so we don't need to add any extra to the code. It should be able to handle an infinite amount of these guys. It's going to be fine. So, Stirling engine, you will be right there, here. Then the tank, you will be here, but facing this way. Then the piping, that will do. Then the power vent, we need to weld this up one time. Okay, it is daytime, so the Stirling engine is off, and we have not charged the battery nowhere near enough. So yeah, we need to do this quite soon. Anyways, quickly weld this up so we can place the powered vent. And I didn't bring the whatchamacallit, the electrical parts. Anyways, it's okay. We only need to have the gas harvesting enabled fairly soon. In fact, focus on that right now. So plastic sheet and this one, good. Venting in, good. Hook up the cabling and get started on the gas harvesting. We can worry about the Stirling engine at night. Oh, right. We do need to separate the tanks and the vent, but other than that, it should be fine. Anyways, we need to break open this frame now so we can deal with the cabling. Good, and you should be harvesting by now, right? No, you are not harvesting. Oh, right, 600 degrees. Oh, it's already winter months. Okay, that explains it. Should we set this to 500 maybe? Yeah, I think so. 500 it is. You come out, import the code, edit, pause, and instead of harvesting at 600, you will harvest at 500. It will lower the efficiency of the Stirling engine, but we will harvest a bit more gases, so I think the extra pressure will be worth it. So there you go. And now we are harvesting. Good. I mean, I suppose we could hook the 2 pipe networks together, so we could read the pressure that way. Yeah, I suppose in a bit. For now, first we need the steel sheets, I believe, for the Stirling engine also. There we go. So you there. Now we just need the electrical parts. I will go and print it out in a second, but first we need to add the rest of the cabling, and then I will worry about the So data is fine. Yes, that's the data. Next, the actual power cables. You can go above or below. I think below. Yeah. And we have a cable running there, so we only need to go down once and then we can go across. Which also means that we need to break open at least this one, right? Yeah. Although I suppose... yeah, just the one. Good, and next the cabling. As far as I can tell, everything should be hooked up now. Also, yeah, look at the battery. We definitely needed to install this one. Okay, let me quickly weld these up. And, oh right, we need the working gas as well. Don't forget the working gas. So there, let me quickly weld these up, at least once. That will do. Okay, working gas and electrical parts. We have plenty of time, so it's fine. Okay, I think I will uninstall this one when we are dealing with the inside cabling in a second. Basically, I think the airlock and the elevator will be fed from the main base power from now on. Which is fine. Okay, so first, thanks for the cabling. The rest of them, no, only two, that's fine, I will carry it around. You give us electrical parts, and I believe we need two of them. 1, 2, there. And what was the other stuff? Oh, right, the working gas. Well, give us 1 canister. We need iron. As the very last ingot that will be dropped out. Okay, let's get started. There you are. Took you long enough. So, give me 1 canister, please. And then we will quickly color it red. Fill it up with 70 moles of volatiles. And then we can insert it into the waste tank. Oh, right. Open. Don't forget to switch out the suit before we go outside. And quickly take care of this. So, this one.
Storm.
Oh, right, the storm.
Storm incoming.
Make it quick. Ooh. Okay. I increased the throughput a little bit too much. Oh, that was very, very close. 72. I think that should be safe. Right. Don't increase it too much because we have a lot of pressure on the tank now. Before we go and install this, I will very, very quickly take a look at the timer for the storm. I want to see how much time we have. So let's go for it. Please tell me we have a lot of time still. That would be great. We have 3 minutes. Okay, very, very quickly. Okay, so install the electrical parts, install the working gas, and then install the exhaust. You will be going upwards, then a triple piece there, good, and the cowl. There. Now it should be good to go. Yeah. And we are completely out of power. It's far from ideal. We need to stick around to turn these guys on. Without power, they will not turn on, but the storm will be here in a second. And these guys will not turn on below 200. Okay. Well, we might be stuck out here in the storm, which is not great. We can find our way back, just need to be very, very careful. And below 200, good, 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 good. Turn on, exactly. You have the pressure taken care of. Okay, good, leave. Ooh, that was close. Well, hopefully it will be okay from now on. Just need to give it a bit of time so the battery can fully recharge. Okay, next up, before I start naming stuff, I will quickly print out one EPC. Let me see. Wait, first as a transformer. A small one will do. Iron, gold, copper. So, give me one of these. After this one, give me a area power controller, an APC. For this one, we need some solder. Right, give me one of these. And we also need one nuclear battery. Steel Inconel Astroloy. Let me see. Inconel Astroloy. Although I suppose a big battery would be enough, but you know what? Okay, fine. A big battery, that's fine. So a battery, big one, large, steel. And the storm is here, apparently. That's fine. So give me one of these, although I suppose print out 3, it's fine. Okay. Oh. Cable-wise, we should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Quickly give me at least one battery and then we will install everything. Alright, and visor up. In fact, we should be stripping down at this point. The base is quite comfortable there and there. And I don't want to lose the cleanliness that we have accrued. By the way, still a little bit warm, 35 degrees, but 60 kilopascals, so the base should be cooling now. Anyways, the transformer will go here. This will be fed from the base powers directly in this direction. Good. And once again, 5 kilowatts, and then one small step down, and you can turn on. And now we can pick up all these cables. Fine, fine, fine. You will be going this way. Right. Everything has power. The elevator has power. So this is working fine now. Next up, the airlock. Okay then. First, we need to rewire quite a bit in here, actually. That's fine. This one, first pick up the heavy cables, I guess. You will be going in like so. This is coming in from the main base power, that's fine. Then we will have the APC right here, facing this way. Turn on, that's fine, please start charging. And then we need to rewire quite a bit in here. First, we don't need to have power coming in from the outside. So you will be just fine like this. And the charger as well, there. It is charging, good. That's fine, and now I suppose we can move the gas sensor down here, or we can just run the cable through this way. But to make it look nice, I think I will run it through the middle. Once everything is walled up, it's not going to be visible, but it will make me feel better. And I suppose we can move the gas sensor from here to maybe here. So that should do it. Right, is everything okay now? Let's take a look. Alright, we don't need the data disk anymore. We need to have the screwdriver. Good, so gas sensor. Attach. The old gas sensor, well, it will be like this unfortunately, but oh well. As long as we have the actual gas sensor attached, it's fine. Everything else appears to be working fine. Okay, you can go back, like so. You can turn off. And yeah, I think this is now working correctly. And we have a relatively reliable power supply for this. Okay. Right, we don't need the suit, we don't need to go outside. What I want to do is eat and drink. And then I suppose we can do a little bit of labeling for the furnace controls. By the way, we haven't looked at the plants. Let me just take a look. I suspect the cocoa beans are seeded. Very good. Okay, harvest one seed. Put it there. We need to preserve some extra seeds just in case. And then harvest all of this. And, ooh. Huh. This is a perpetual plant apparently. If we harvest it, it will go back to fruiting. Nice. Okay. Plant 2 more of them and... yeah, it's fine. How much do we need for a chocolate bar? Chocolate bar, we need 2 of them. Ooh, cocoa powder. That comes from the reagent processor, so we need 2... oh, 2 cocoa... let me see. Can I make multiple cocoa powder? And maybe we can make our first bar of chocolate. That would be kind of nice, actually. So, reagent processor. You go in there, close, turn on. And that will give us... 1 grams. Okay, never mind. So, do we have to use cocoa powder or can we just use raw cocoa? Oh well, whatever. I don't really mind either way. Okay then, labeling. Right. Let's go down into the basement. And let's take care of the labeling for the furnace controls. I will pick up all these cables in a second, but for now, this is the hot tank, warm tank, and so on and so forth. Okay, I think this is pretty much done. We have everything labeled. We have everything labeled up here as well. Yeah. Okay, I think it is done. Okay, if we need to smelt something, we can do it now, here. Okay, let me quickly take care of the inside cabling and then we'll pick up the devices that we don't need to lie around outside. Maybe we can recycle this battery that we have out there for that first mining setup, so we would have a bit of extra leeway for that. That would be kind of ideal, I think. Okay, so that's the inside cabling taken care of. Yeah, that's fine. Go outside and pick up the battery and the solar panel. Oh, right, and we don't need this anymore as well. You can come up to there. Okay, not too bad. I think we did relatively okay. So, we have a new furnace, all good to go. We have plenty of gases. I will try to make sure that we are only tapping into the hot gases if we absolutely have to. I think we managed quite alright with the warm gases, so it's okay. By the way, this is the cold one, right? No, that's the warm. This is the cold. Alright. It's fine. Okay, now that the storm is over, I will quickly go and, yeah, merge the two tanks together so both of the Stirling engines will work from the same network, but basically we'll have double the input, double the storage, so it's going to be basically the same as if it was two separate networks, but this way we don't have to worry about you know, separating out the two different vents and the two different tanks. So there, how do we want to go about this? I think we can go, yeah, this way. Or we can just hook them together. No, it's fine. We have 9 of these. I don't think that's going to be enough. Plus the cabling is going to be in the way. I really don't want to go above them. Yeah, that will do. Arc welder, steel sheets, you can go back. And there we go. Right, so this is now a single pipe network. Very good. These are technically part of those networks, but technically not. So you know what I mean. Yeah, I think this will do quite alright. And seriously? Did we run out of power already? Oh, okay, fine, we have to stick around a little bit longer. I suppose we could install the solar panel. Maybe make it face that way. It's far from ideal, but it would take care of our most pressing issues, I suppose. For example, if I put it here, can I put it on the... Yes, I can. So if I do it this way, face that way, and then angle it up, mine out the obstruction. I really don't want to. If I want to install a stationary solar panel, I want to do it with the basic ones. Also switch out the waste tank real quick. How come this wasn't enough? I suppose it didn't harvest enough gases, so this one wasn't quite up to snuff yet. I did cable it correctly, so it did turn on automatically. The power should be the same network. Let me just take a look. So this one, switch over to the network analyzer, station battery, and 2 Stirling engines. That's correct. You are error. Why? By the way, what is the pressure in here? I didn't check. And Atmo analyzer. 8 megapascals is not a lot, but hopefully next night it will be. Oh, sorry, next day it will be fine. Fine. Install the solar panel. I don't like it, but it's, well, quite necessary. Quickly hook it into the power network. Well, better than nothing. I will only install this temporarily. As soon as we have enough power, I will uninstall it. Are we actually using any of these? No, not really. Alright, it's too cold now. That's fine then. Just for a little bit, you guys turn off. Okay, now we are charging, which means that we should have enough power to at least turn these guys on come nighttime. Well, while we wait for that, I suppose we might as well take a look around here. So, how do you want to deal with the automation for all this? Obviously, we don't need to have it for the coal, which is, by the way, completely full at this point. Fine. Okay, you empty out. This will come in handy for the steel, so that's great. You can all go into the mining belt. That's fine. Is it all 50? No, you are not. There we go. In fact, you know what? Let's have it this way so we can fill up the rest of them with iron, and that's going to be the perfect ratio. So, it is not cold enough, so you are turned on. Good. You are not generating a lot of power, but pressure-wise you are safe. I suppose we might as well spend one cycle filling up this battery. Do we want to install the second one? I think we do. Okay. Let's place down one more frame there. We have the battery on us, right? I didn't place it down. There we go. Good. Obviously, you will be installed right here. This one is already turned on, so we can obstruct the switch. That's fine. You turn on and hook into the power network. You know what? We don't really need to have this frame. It is on a relatively stable platform, so I think it should be fine. And let me see. You come with us. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I think now this place should be more or less okay. Just make sure we leave them to it to recharge, and then we will turn everything back on. Come the next night, everything should be more or less okay. Okay, now we can uninstall this again. As I said, it was very much temporary. And that should take care of that. So, double check on the network. Everything is working correctly, right? So we have, on this one, 2 Stirling engines, good, and 2 station batteries, good. And no errors as far as I can tell. That's fine. And on this one, we have the station batteries, Stirling engines for the data, that's correct. 2 powered vents, the tanks, Stirling engine, station battery, and everything else. And the IC housing and the gas sensor. Okay. As far as I can tell, this one should be good to go come the next night. Okay. Well, let me take a look at these guys. So, I think what we will do is we will feed the output of these guys straight into a arc furnace. The arc furnace will be automated in a way that if it has anything on the input, it will activate. And then once it's finished, it will automatically output whatever is finished. It's fine. That output will go into a stacker set to 500, which means it will start piling up the ingots inside, and as soon as we have a full 500 grams of ingot, it will come out, and that one will go into a small vending machine. And that will give us quite a bit of, well, extra stuff. And thankfully, these guys will come out completely outgassed, so we don't need to worry about, for example, from the gold, the oxygen getting into the hot atmosphere. And the same goes for the silver, which normally is full of nitrous oxide, but as I said, it will come out outgassed, which means it will not basically burn this place down, which should be quite beneficial. Okay, well, you know what, might as well go home, leave these guys charging, and by the time we get back, they should be good to go. Okay, I will make a quick pit stop here so we can pick up some extra propellant, and then we will go home and start printing stuff. Also, you are you are full of gases. Please don't. By the way, maybe I should add one more check for the gas output. If the furnace is empty, set the slider to 0. That would be a decent addition, I think. Something to consider. Not for this one, but maybe for that one. Yeah. Anyways, propellant replacement, and we can go. Do we want to leave this one open? Basically, I want to make sure that we have enough power in here, although if it's full green, okay, fine, we can close it. If this light is a continuous green, that means it is fully charged, so it should be fine. Okay, so what do we need? We need 2 arc furnaces, 2 stackers, and 2 vending machines. So let me see. Arc furnace not here. That will come out of auto lathe maybe. Yes. Iron and copper. Super cheap. Good. So you and... oh, right. Fine. Put this stuff away. You can go there. What else? We don't need piping for this anymore. So most of you can go in here. That's fine. Oh, right. Don't forget to empty out the waste tank. Then you can actually go in here now. I suppose we can use this for the ceiling downstairs, but I will worry about that later. For now, it's fine. We will need the steel frames, so we will have something to put stuff on. Fine. Nothing from here, I think. Yeah, I believe we will need plastic sheets for the vending machines. Anything from here? Not as far as I can tell. Right, so... oh, sorry. Iron. And where is the other battery? I did print out 3 of them. One is already downstairs, so where is the last one? Did it fall through the floor or something? I did press 3 on the printing, right? Right, maybe the printing was disconnected when I was messing with the cables downstairs. That is a possibility. Yeah, I suspect that was it. Okay. If not, it will turn up eventually. Anyways, let me write arc furnace. Give me 2 of these. Get started. I will worry about the sorting for the single miner setup in a bit. That will require a bit more thought, but shouldn't be too hard. It's basically the same as the other one, but with 3 sorters, I suppose. Anyways, after this one is finished, we will need a bunch of chutes. That's fine. We'll also need a vending machine. Vending machine will come out of, let me see here. No. Electric printer. Vending machine, yes. Okay, gold, steel, electrum, solder. No iron, good. So, gold, steel, electrum, steel, and the solder. There you are. Okay, give me 2 of these once again. That's fine. What else? Stacker. Is it in here? Stacker, no. Must be in here then. Yeah. Iron and copper. Okay, fine. By the way, we will not have enough iron to do everything. Far from ideal. Fine, we will need 2, but we only have enough for 1. Give me 1. Fine. No, wait, we don't have enough for 1 either. Okay, we need to go... There you are. Okay, mystery solved. So, right, we need to go out and mine for some iron. For now, you guys can go together there. Good. I suppose we can put down most of this stuff. I will worry about them in a second. Yeah. Okay. Well, since it is now winter months, we should be able to go out and mine during the day, so it should be fine. Just make sure we switch out the waste tanks. But first, put these up for charging. Maybe this way so they are in order. So first, switch out this one, then put in the waste tank. There, put in the waste tank, and then switch out once more. Fine. Okay, we can go now. So, you have enough juice. And, alright, the gas glasses. Those require a replacement. Fine, put in the nuclear battery. Just make sure we switch it out with the big one. Okay, let's go for it. Not bad. We have 1.5 kilograms of raw iron. Good. Obviously, I only went for iron, not the steel yet. The steel can wait. We still have a couple 100 grams of it, so iron was a bit more important, so I stocked up quite a bit. Anyways, we can go inside and switch out the battery for the glasses, and there we go. Okay, now we can close and switch out the suit, and I suppose we can strip down. Helmet as well, thank you. So, we need not the arc furnace. We have the vending machines are fine. It was here, right? The stackers. Yeah. Okay, you can go in here and give us 2 stackers, please. Off you go. Right, so stackers are just the kit, right? Stacker. Yeah. Constructed from a stacker and kit, and that's it. Good. What about the vending machines? I believe that is just the plastic sheets. So, vending machines, the small one. Yeah, just 2 plastic sheets, that's fine. And arc furnace obviously is just a kit. That is a beginner item. I think we should have everything. I think I will control them from the same chip that are controlling the Stirling engines. That should be fine. Let me just quickly, eat, drink, and well, technically speaking, the episode is, or sorry, the recording is over time at this moment, but we did have the mining expedition. I think we can at least go and place stuff down. Oh, right, and we need a bunch of chutes too. You give us maybe, I don't know, 2 stacks of chutes. Should be fine. By the way, didn't we have 1 extra packet of chutes? Oh, I used them for the furnace. Okay. So, chutes. Basic ones will do. Give us, 2 stacks. That should be fine. And all this iron can go in here for now. Alright, so you guys can come with us. The arc furnaces, the stackers, the foundations, you, and then the chutes, and that's it. Cabling wise, I think we should be fine. Yeah, we have 1 full stack of heavy cabling, which we don't really need. We might need a bit of extra regular cabling. So let's print out maybe 2 stacks of those. So cable, regular, give us 2 full stacks. 100. Right. There you go. Okay, we have 34 cables. I think we can go. If we need some more, they will be there at the ready. Okay, at least set 1 of them up so we know what we are dealing with. So you and you, the suit is fine, we can go. So, how are the batteries? They are fully charged, good. Okay, at this point we can turn everything back on. I am relatively confident that pressure wise they are not doing that great, but it's fine. We have enough power now, I think. Plus, if we are going to install arc furnaces, this was doubly important that we expanded the power setup. So there. Let's start with the gold. Well, it will come out here, so that means that we have to install 1 of these here, and we might as well weld it up 1 time. Arc welder. Good. So, as I said, the output will go straight into the arc furnace. So you will go, let me see, output, input, good. Okay, cannot have a direct connection, so you will have to go there and start wiring things up. At the end, it's fine. I don't know where other things will go. Anyways, the output of the arc furnace will go straight into the stacker. So you. Direct connection, no. Okay, you will go there. You will be set to 500 right away. That will do. Also, might as well turn on. It's fine. You as well. That's okay. This one doesn't need to be automated. This one needs a little bit of automation. The centrifuge needs a bit of automation. And the vending machine does not require automation, so that's fine as well. Now, as for the vending machine, you will be the small one. Ooh, we can put it here. Yeah, there will be just fine. That will do. So we need plastic sheets. There we go. It is done. Next up, the chutes. Well, as I said, you will go straight into the arc furnace. You will go straight into the stacker. And you... yeah, just hook them together, it's fine. Go there. There. A corner piece, and then... do we need to go up? I suspect we need to go up. Yeah, we need to go up. Okay, fine. You go down, turn, and 2 straight pieces. That will do. Right. Quickly wire things up, and then I will quickly sort out the code as well. First. Can we squeeze the cable to here? Yes, I think we can. Good. Okay, we cannot go next to the arc furnace, unfortunately. Which means you will have to continue this way. Can I make a turn? Oh, come on. This corner and this corner are not accessible. Okay, fine. I suppose we can go down instead. Fine. So go down. I will break this one open. Then you will come up here. That's fine. And go into the stacker. Fine. Break this one open one more time. Okay, these two are fine now. Now just the vending machine, which needs to be turned on as well. Can I reach it from here? Yes, I can. Good. And since we cannot go next to the arc furnace, you will be hooked up. Can I go through here? Oh, right, we need data port for this one anyways. So it should be accessible. Yes, it is. Okay. Right, power, power, and power. That should be a data and power connection that it is, and that is a power connection. Do we... Is this connection mislabeled? Stacker. Yeah, power and data. Good, okay. Fine, so it is set to 500. Now, we need to name these, so I suppose we just name them depending on the ore. So this is going to be the gold, this is going to be the gold once again. I'll just use a single name for everything, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, that's it. Okay, so, chip. And we should have enough power until the nighttime. We are harvesting, good. So, chip. Quickly before we go overtime. No, not the tablet, the laptop. Keep an eye on the waste gases as well, but it is fine. So, you come out, import the code, you can go back, edit, and pause. So, I think what I will do is set up a function for everything, and we just load the different ore names, and that's fine. Which means we need to have one more register name here. That is going to be areas ore names, and that's going to be R15, the last possible register. There. Okay, let's set that one up real quick. So what we will do is set up a new after the jump to start here. What we need to do is set up, I suppose, smelting. That is going to be the smelting function. Load the, further centrifuge. So, centrifuge, U. LBN into R0 from the centrifuges with the hash name, oh sorry, not hash name, with the name of ore names. So ore names. This is the only thing that will change in between every iteration. And we are interested in the reagents. Basically, how much ore we have at the ready. Right, we can load the sum, that's fine. And now, I suppose if we have anything above maybe 10, then we can empty out, it's fine. Yeah, set greater than. If R0 is greater than 10, Then set batch name, once again the centrifuge, the ore names, and open. Set to R0. So if we have more than 10 ores inside the centrifuge, just empty it out. It will cut down on the mining tab, so maybe we can set it to a bit higher. Maybe if we go for 50, then we will smelt a full stack right away. And then it will not get interrupted all that often, because don't forget, the centrifuge needs to ramp down to empty out and then ramp up the RPM again to, get up to speed again. Okay, 50. Have as few interruptions as possible. After 50, we have to empty out anyways, although we have one extra chute before the furnace, which means we can store one more ingot in there. Okay, 100. Even fewer interruptions. So 150 stack will go straight into the furnace and 150 will wait in the chute before the furnace. And then the centrifuge will start going for it again. If it empties out one of the ores, but the other 50 is not out yet, does that mean that it will be stuck with 50 inside? I guess we can check later. For now, it's okay. So the centrifuge should be fine now. Next up, the arc furnace. So arc furnace, the device. We need to load from the input hopper, right? Yeah, slot 0. Okay, load batch name slot into R0 from the arc furnace and use the ore names again. Slot index, that was 0. Import 0, yeah. Slot index 0, and we are interested in the quantity. And we can load the sum, it's fine. Basically, if we have anything above 0, we can turn on the arc furnace. So set greater than 0. Yeah, if R0 is anywhere above 0, reset it to 1, and then use that to control the activate on the arc furnace. So set batch name, arc furnace, ore names, activate, and R0, and that should be it. Everything else do not need automation. I don't know if, well, basically, if we have 50 left inside, basically, if it empties out one stack too fast and it cannot put out the other 50, then I will just put this one down to 50, it's fine. Okay, at this point we can jump back to the RA register because we need to set up a couple of extra stuff here. So move into the ore names register the hash name of gold. And after this one, we can jump AL. I don't really know why this is jump AL. Is it because it is jumping to line A? I suppose it is. Yeah, jump to line A, so jump A line. Doesn't matter, fine. Anyways, jump AL to smelting. That's fine. And then next up, load the... No, not yet. I will deal with the silver in a bit. For now, just set it up, so silver, but comment it out. There. And once again, another jump to smelting, but comment it out. Once we have the silver set up, all sorted, I will take off the comments. But as far as I can tell, this one should be okay now. So double check. From the centrifuge, load the number of reagents. If it is greater than 100, then set R0 to be 1 and use that to operate the open function on the centrifuge, which means it will start ramping down, it will empty out. If it cannot empty out all 100, I will set it to 50. I suppose I can preempt? No, it's fine. I will check first. The fewer interruptions, the better. And then we will load from the arc furnace's import hopper the quantity. If it is anywhere above 0, just turn on. That's it. Okay. So basically, in case you didn't know, this jump EL function is what this does is it will save into the RA register the next line right after it. So it will make the code jump to the smelting, and once it's run through the smelting setup, it will jump back to the line following the original jump. So it will do the silver checks, and then it will do the silver smelting, and so on and so forth. So there we go. This should work quite alright. Confirm, export the code, and this should start the centrifuge emptying right away. Let's take a look. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, not unfortunately, but for our current situation, unfortunately, we have a bit too much gold in here right now. Anyways, it is ramping down. Once it's empty, it will output. I suppose we can check back on it later. I want to make sure that, you know, it's not going to be left with 50 extra. Although basically the time between two emptying might be longer than one tick. If it is longer than one tick, it will empty out 50, then it will be basically below 100. That means it will close it again and it will start filling up again. Once again, we will check. If it cannot empty out all 100, I will just set it to 50. It's fine. Anyways, we are smelting it. Good. It will go straight into the stacker, and then once we have 500, it will go into the vending machine. And if we really need to have gold very urgently, just pull the lever, it will go into the vending machine and we can take it out. It's fine. So we will not do this for the carbon, obviously. We will do it for the silver eventually. By the way, how is the pressure in here? Atmo analyzer. Okay, pressure is building up relatively okay. What is the intake range of these guys? Basically, as far as I understand, a regular small active vent will siphon off the gases from the tube that it is in. As far as I understand, the big powered vent will siphon off the gases from a very big, I suppose, a 3x3x3 cube, if I remember correctly. But I don't know these guys. Maybe it's a 2x2x2 or something, which means this one might be stealing the input of this one. We might want to space these out a little bit more. I guess I will check, but for now I think the pressure is doing relatively okay. Anyways, let's quickly go home. And no, you know what? I will say goodbye here, just switch out the waste tank, that's fine. And I will install the silver setup in the next episode. As far as I can tell, this one should be working relatively okay. Okay then, so as I said, we will say goodbye now. For now, all that it's left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.